It was late summer when it all went down. The kind of hot, sticky evening where the crickets buzz loud and every sound carries for miles across the ranch. I was finishing up chores, fixing a water trough, when I noticed headlights crawling down the gravel road toward my gate. Not unusual, I thought at first. Delivery drivers sometimes get lost out here. But when the vehicle stopped, I recognized the ringleader right away, HOA Karen. She stepped out of her car like she owned the place, clipboard clutched in one hand, her other hand propped on her hip. Behind her, two HOA board members trailed like sheep, and a tow truck idled on the road. I already knew it was going to be good. "Open this gate," she barked. "You've violated HOA rules for the last time. The board has voted, you're being fined, and if you don't comply, your property will be seized." I leaned against the fence post, wiping sweat off my brow. "Karen, you know good and well this ranch isn't part of your HOA." Her face twisted up. "Everything inside this subdivision falls under HOA jurisdiction." I chuckled. "Subdivision? Karen, this ranch was here 50 years before your cookie-cutter houses popped up. I own this land outright." But she wasn't listening. She waved her clipboard dramatically. "This is a notice of violation. Your fence is non-compliant, your livestock are unapproved, and your house paint is the wrong shade. You either pay up or you're done." The board members nodded nervously, clearly regretting being dragged along. "Tell you what," I said slowly. "Why don't you wait right here? I've got something you'll want to see." I walked back toward the house, keeping my grin hidden until I was out of her sight, because Karen had no clue what I'd done earlier that week. See, I'd been fighting her and the HOA nonsense for months. They kept trying to rope me into their little kingdom, citing rules that never applied. I was tired of it. So I made a call to the county clerk's office, checked records, and when one of Karen's unpaid tax liens went up for auction, I bought it. And guess what that lien was attached to? Her lot, her house, her entire property line. When I came back to the gate, I was carrying a rolled-up deed, stamped, sealed, and notarized. Karen crossed her arms smugly. "What's that? Another fake excuse?" "No," I said, unrolling it slowly. "This is your eviction notice. See this signature? County recorder. See this stamp? Certified. I now own your lot. Every inch of it." For the first time in my life, I saw Karen's jaw actually drop. She snatched the paper from my hand, scanned it frantically, then looked at her board members. This can't be legal." But they were already backing away, shaking their heads. One muttered, "He's right, Karen. If his name's on the deed." The tow truck driver, realizing what was happening, chuckled and turned his rig around without another word. Karen's face went from pale to beet red. "You can't do this to me. I'm the HOA president." I grinned. "Correction. You were the HOA president. Now you're my tenant. Which means..." I pulled out another paper already drafted. "You've got 30 days to vacate, or I'll have the sheriff come remove you personally." She started screaming about corruption, conspiracies, favoritism. But it didn't matter. The law was on my side. The board members didn't even look back as they left her standing there, clutching the deed that proved she had lost everything. Within a month, her presidency crumbled. Without her house, she couldn't even stay in the subdivision. The board elected someone else, someone far more reasonable. As for me, I didn't just win. I ended the war in one move. Every time I drive past her old lot, now sitting quiet and empty, I think back to that night at the gate. Karen screaming, the tow truck rumbling away, the board abandoning her. And me, just smiling, holding the deed that shut her up for good. Some people fight HOA battles in court. Me, I prefer to fight with a pen. Turns out it's sharper than any clipboard.